Now, I was looking earlier, the city council in Asheville, North Carolina, a brother named Keith Young, they talk about giving reparations to they black citizens down there in Asheville, man. That's what I was talking to y'all about. The money. The money. Now I was watching the interview with him and this white lady. They was talking about, what would the reparations package consist of, and he was talking about the amenities, schools and SBA, small business loans and shit, for black people or whatnot, to start businesses or whatnot. And and he kept going with the amenities, but white lady had to bring up the check. The white lady had to bring up the check. You see what I'm saying? Yes, them amenities is cool. What they saying is if they just give you money, then you ain't got no better sense than to go out there and blow it all, and be right back in the same position, in 2 or 3 or 5 years or something like that. So that infrastructure, those amenities are good, but they secondary to the check, okay? They secondary to the check, you know. And I seen Bob Johnson them talk about, 14 trillion and 17 trillion or whatnot. Now some love, which will give you about 300 to 400,000 in your pocket. But that's okay. But that's that little money that you ain't gonna do nothing but turn around and get that back if they were just to give you a check for 400,000. See what I'm saying? So you do need that infrastructure. You see what I'm saying? But it need to be black schools, and you know what I'm saying? And black businesses. You see what I'm saying? It can't be, we gonna get a check to this university and to this fund and this fund. Black people will never see it. And we can't give away, all that our ancestors worked for 400 years plus. You see what I'm saying? But you see, they on the reparations thing. Now, this is where we was at before coronavirus. You see what I'm saying? And if you was, one of the presidential candidates or whatnot, you know, you had to be talking about reparations to get black people vote. Now here we are again, okay? You see what I'm saying? 5, 6 months later, here we are again. I never left. You see what I'm saying? I always knew that this is the right plan. The only way we gonna get out of this shit, you see what I'm saying? Because you ain't going or getting nowhere, with no money. Now I seen earlier, some, white supremacists or something put up the American flag, the Nazi flag, and the rebel flag, as if it's the same thing, which it is. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way I see it too. But it said at the bottom, y'all black people, homeless black people, go back to Africa or whatnot. And, you know, black people will get mad at that, but in reality, I'm not giving my money back. If they give, cut the check. If you gonna say go back to Africa, cut the check. And that would be a great thing because I wouldn't give my money back to shit. And I think that's why they don't be wanting to give black people reparations in the first place, because they know we gonna goddamn bounce and see the economy down and they trying to build back up, which would be a perfect time for them to give you reparations. You see what I'm saying? That would be the perfect time. See, because y'all don't know no better. You ain't gonna do nothing but, man, I ain't going to Africa, and you gonna go ahead and just get all your money, the same amount of money back you just gave them, and restart and boost this economy and make America great again, just like they want. See what I'm saying? But they doing a test run down there in Asheville. I seen them doing it over there in California or whatnot. But we need some numbers like these. So a mayor is backing reparations that could cost 6.2 quadrillion or 151 million per descendant. Okay. Now, this is what we need. These are the type of numbers we need. No little 14 trillion. It ain't gonna be able to do nothing. That's just enough for us to build the infrastructure. That's why even if whatever they do, they got to have some infrastructure with it. You see what I'm saying? So it says the nation's mayor Monday backed a national call for reparations to 41 million black people, a program that could cost taxpayers 6.2 quadrillion. And see, this will be paid over time annually, which means, once every year we would get a big ass check, about 15 million, whatever. So the U.S. Conference of Mayors released a letter backing the Democratic plan to form a reparations commission to come up with a payment for slavery. We recognize and support that the legislation as a concrete first step in our larger reckoning as a nation, and the next step to guide the actions of both federal and local leaders who have promised to do better by our black residents, said from the letter conference President Greg Fisher, mayor of Louisville. So he the one who put this one together. Now we should be out. See, I see they had a sign down there. I think it was in Asheville on the side of the highway where they was out there pushing it. Now y'all need to be out there on all them signs, reparations, and we need the money and all that. Make it fly. But this is the plan right here. And if they give you the money, don't turn around and give the money right back to them. I'm not saying you can't spend and buy you a house here too. You see what I'm saying? But we need our own. You see what I'm saying? We need our own because we need to build our own cities and shit. And have our own agriculture and our own businesses and our own stores and shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we going to have to do. Can't turn around. We can put some money into the economy or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm, keep it pushing. But, we need to cash out. You see what I'm saying? And this a number, that Q, you know what I'm saying, that we can work with. In that way, they won't have to go give it to no university and this, that. We can build our own schools, our own businesses and all that. Hell, we can give out some loans, some black banks and whatnot. And that's what we need. So we need to be talking reparation, the money, what I told y'all in the first place. And with the education, we put Marcus Garvey in there, Patrice Lumumba in there, Malcolm X in there, Kwame Nkrumah in there, Dr. Bean and Dr. Clark and all that. And put all that into our education system so we can learn about us. Because we tired, what we going to do with some Christopher Columbus shit? We don't want to hear that shit either. I mean, what black people going to get out of keep knowing, oh, man, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves and all that. Okay, we ain't slaves no more. Now we be millionaires, all right? The ones that made it. You see what I'm saying? Then we, build our own city, wherever that may be. You see what I'm saying? When we get to that point, then we'll talk about that. All right, family, got another video. Stay on your reparations. You see what I'm saying? Don't forget, don't fall off. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get distracted. Reparations, okay? Cut the check, the money. The money. Okay, all right, family. Job power. Big King. See y'all in a minute.